Oh man. Oh man. What do we got? All right, we good. Let me get my stream up and everything. Make sure everything's kosher. We are live. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Uh oh. Uh oh. This right. There we go. Kill my water. Let me get a mic check. See where we at with it. I do not have my iPad, so I'm gonna have to use my phone. We did not get a countdown today. Here we go. Here we go. Put that right there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are absolutely. What is that? Is that what I think it is? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That what I think it is. We are struggle streaming live, ladies and gentlemen. Can I get a mic check? Can I get a mic check? We're gonna let people pour into here. We are live right now. We are live. New studio, still here. Imagery, let me pick up where we left off. Struggle streaming already. Already we struggle streaming. Is it me? Or we are looking at the wrong. There we go. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. How's it going? Ooh. Well, we got to get this image right. We have got to get this image right. We're going to get it down pat. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to another live show. It's your boy Atreus. We are struggle streaming as always. I hope that you guys can hear me. I know we got to let more people pour in here. Nobody was really expecting me to go live tonight, but it is what it is. We are here. We are not queer. It is 2024. 2024. It is 2000. Okay. 20. 2025. There are no flying cars, no time travel, no bionic arms, none of that stuff. Just a bunch of pronouns. Okay. We are here. Jesus. We gotta get this picture right. I don't know how we're gonna do it. Yeah, we already got Brutal Monkey in the chat saying it looks a little hazy. Yeah, man. I don't listen, guys. I'm struggling. It's just me. It's just me. The new camera's nice, but I just can't. I can't seem to get the settings right. I can't get the settings or the lighting right. Okay. Felt like we're a lot more. We're more well lit than we were previously, but this looks really hazy. And the thing that aggravates me a little bit is that on the little camera, on the little Jesus, on the little screen on the camera, it looks fine. It looks great. Image looks great. And then you bring it up on the screen here, and like the picture looks noisy. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I need to hire a camera expert or something. Like I just, you know what? I'll make that. That'll be on the to-do list this week. I'm gonna have to go to a local store. I mean, like some type of camera store or something. This is egregious. This looks disgusting. Actually, this looks bad. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, give me a second. Give me a second. This looks bad. This image looks terrible. Okay. Yeah, let me reach on over here. Let me let this because we look overexposed. Turn that down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But even still, like the image looks noisy. The image looks. I don't know, guys. We're gonna work on it. We're gonna work on it. Anyway, how are you guys doing this? We got news to talk about. We got news to talk about. Okay. Uh, we got news. That's what I got to say. Somebody says in the chat what type of camera you use. It's a DSLR and it's the Canon R8. Okay, just bought it from some guy for like $800. Pretty decent camera. I don't know. Maybe I need a new lens. Maybe I need a new lens. I don't know. We'll see. But I just don't. Before I invest into another lens, I need to make sure that I have the lighting and the settings on the camera right. And I'm looking up as many YouTube videos as I possibly can to get educated on lighting. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't understand it. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm fixing the settings right to what they're doing on the video, and I'm not getting the same results. I'm just not. Anyway, so we're not gonna complain about it. The show must go on. Welcome into the stream. So historically, we've been going by uh, the name Ninja Cast. Okay, that's what we've done, and we've been going by the name Ninja Cast for the show. But with the new studio and hopefully in the future, perfect lighting and perfect image, I want a new name. I think we've graduated from Ninja Cast. Okay, and I'm thinking about it, and I'm taking all suggestions. You know, what do you think the name of the show should be? I think it should have to do something with the grift. You know what I'm saying? Because we are master grifters. Also, by the way, guys, I fumbled around with the sound a little bit. Let me know how I sound. Do I still sound like muffled or whatever the case may be? Like, let me know. Let me know. But we got a lot to talk about. Kathleen Kennedy. Kathleen Kennedy. I'm not gonna hold you guys here too long. Before we get into it, though, before we get into Kathleen Kennedy, Warner Brothers, Fable, right? Before we get into that stuff, tier goals. Okay, let me put the tier goal in the chat. Let me put the tier goal into the chat because I forgot to do it. I was fumbling around with the lighting and the image and stuff before we started, so I didn't get a chance to put the tier goals in. $50 merch giveaway, and actually I owe you guys a merch giveaway because yesterday's show we hit over $50. We hit tier 1, so I owe you guys a merch giveaway. So a little bit later in the show, we're gonna do the merch. We're gonna do probably 2 merch giveaways. Okay. If we hit the goals. Okay. So let me put them in the goals. I'm gonna put in the goals. Tier 1, $50 merch giveaway. Tier 2, art gallery. You know how we do. We like to show off people's artwork. That's $100. And then, of course, the final tier, which is $200, we'll take calls through the Discord. All right, there it is. And then I will pin that up there. So when you super chat in, you know what you're super chatting in for. But yeah, so there's that. Also, make sure you guys are subscribed to New Blackstreet. You know, we got a new guest coming on Friday. A little bit of a change of a plan. The original guest is not going to be there, but we did get in my opinion, well, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. We got a really good feeling. You know, I don't want to. Anyway. So let's go ahead and get into it, guys. Let's go ahead and get into it. I don't want to waste you guys' time. It's already 10 o'clock. Some of y'all, it's Tuesday. Some of y'all are fresh off of work and, you know, just came home and wanted to see what all the news in today's fuss was about. Well, boy, do I have something for you. Do I have something for you? Let me make sure. Man, like, it's really bad this time. I feel like it was better when I had less light. I feel like it was better when I had less light. Jesus Christ. All right. What are we doing? Where's my story? Okay. Hold on, guys. What are you doing? Struggle streaming already. Y'all know how it go. Y'all know how it go. I shouldn't. Y'all know about this. I don't even have to tell y'all about this. We struggle streaming, per always, which is why I need a producer. But it's all good. Okay, it's all good because here we are. We got it. All right. Kathleen Kennedy is reportedly stepping down from her role as president of Lucasfilm by the end of 2025. I don't have Don DeMarco ready, but nigga Don DeMarco. We have been waiting for this day. It feels like our entire life. But she's out. Well, she's not out yet, but she's on the way out. If you called New Blackstreet last night, it was such breaking news that we were literally in the middle of ending the show when it popped up. Okay? Let me see what y'all saying. Make sure. Frostfang says, "What's this lighting? It's bad, ain't it? It's bad, ain't it?" Let me see. See something. Let me turn this light off because you're right. This shit is bad. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was better without that. It was better with less lighting. Yep, that's what I figured. This is better. Whatever. We'll just run with this for right now. But in the meantime, Kathleen Kennedy is out of here. Okay. Cryptid Beat says struggle cast. You know what, Cryptid Beats? I don't deserve that. I don't deserve that from you. Okay. All right. So Kathleen Kennedy is out. Okay. Um, lighting so bad you got to dress like Doug Dimmadome to be seen. It's all good. It's all good. We're gonna get it together. We are going to get it together. I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping. Because we're gonna figure it out together. We're gonna figure it out. In the meantime, guys, so Kathleen Kennedy is on the way out. Okay. Now, if you've been following along, uh, people have been speculating about this for years. Okay. Uh, people like Doomcock, Neurotic, whatever. People have been anticipating this. There's been great many scandals. People reporting that she was fired. Uh, people having alleged insiders. You know what I'm saying? Uh, people falling victim to believing that Kathleen Kennedy was on the way out. But the truth of the matter is, as it seems, is that Kathleen Kennedy was only ever going to be on the way out if she chose to be on the way out. And the lighting is still kind of sus. This is glorious. However, I can't shake the feeling like is it possible that whoever's coming in is going to be worse? Like people keep complaining, oh, they're just gonna replace her with Dave Filoni. I guess. Is he really worse than Kathleen Kennedy? Like I don't feel like it gets worse than the Force is female. I don't feel like it gets worse than that. Okay? Let's go inside our sources here. Let's go inside our sources. Kennedy. Let's go ahead and pull this thing up. Let's go ahead and pull this thing up. Let's go ahead and pull this thing up. The original source was Puck. Okay? Here we go. You guys can see this. You guys can see this. Okay? Kathleen Kennedy to step down. All right? Brandon, the anime guy, says, "Hey, Atreus, you have the right mic selected. You sound distant." Let me make sure. Says I sound distant. Let me Yeah, the right mic is selected. Let me turn myself up a little bit. Let me fix the mic. One, it shouldn't be pointing down. For one. Well, I'm gonna just leave it right there for right now. Hold on, give me a second. All right. What about now? What about now? Do I sound a little bit louder now? All right. While you are roasting me about my sound, I'm gonna get into this article. All right, Kathleen Kennedy. This is from Puck. Okay. Oh, they want you to pay for it. Not gonna happen. Definitely not gonna happen. All right. Let's go to Forbes. Eric Kane. I like Eric Kane. I don't mind giving him a click. So Eric Kane. I know Eric Kane gonna be unbiased. Okay. One of the most controversial figures. Make sure y'all can see this. Make sure y'all can actually see this. Yeah, okay, y'all can see this. But like, why is it? Okay, that's fine. All right. Whatever. Here we go. One of the most controversial figures in modern Star Wars could be bowing out by the end of 2025, according to a new report. According to the report from Puck, a source with knowledge of Kennedy's plans say she intends to retire once her current contract ends, though another anonymous source rebuked these claims as pure speculation. Kennedy joined Lucasfilm in 2012, co-chairing the company alongside George Lucas, and became president when Disney acquired the company for $4 billion shortly thereafter. Her tenure has been a mixed success. Eric, you sure about that? A mixed success? I don't know, Eric. I don't know. I don't know about that. A mixed success, okay? I don't know about that. He goes on to say Kennedy's accomplishments include the excellent Disney Plus live action Star Wars shows The Mandalorian and Andor, and some big box office wins, but the bigger picture has been one of disarray as Star Wars slides further and further into cultural and commercial irrelevance. Now that's a fact. The last two Disney Plus Star Wars series were unmitigated failures. Both The Acolyte and Skeleton Crew had the worst viewership numbers of the entire franchise, while other Star Wars Disney Plus offerings were more successful. It's hard to look at Obi-Wan or the Book of Boba Fett as anything but lackluster TV shows that failed to capture the magic and imagination of the Star Wars legacy. And that's a fact. That's a fact. Okay? That's an absolute fact. Guys, let's go back and look at the things that she did. Rogue One. Me and Kata got into a back and forth about whether or not she should get credit for Rogue One. I haven't personally seen Rogue One because I wasn't interested in, I'm sorry, I'm just not interested in Star Wars without Jedis or Mandalorians. I'm sorry. Judge me not. Judge me not. I'm just not interested. Sorry. It is what it is. Okay? Say what you want. I just don't care. All right. What else? The Force Awakens was okay. What was the next one? Not the Return of, what was it? The Last Jedi? Yeah, I think it was The Last Jedi. That shit was ass. Pure ass. And what is it? The Return of, what are these fucking movies called, dude? All of them were ass though. You know, the bait and switch. We thought Finn was going to become a Jedi. Star Wars Episode 9. Shit. Oh, The Rise of Skywalker. I said The Return of Skywalker. Shit was ass. Shit was ass. I'll even show you guys. Shit was ass. Rotten Tomatoes has it at a 51%. Nobody remembers anything about this movie. They couldn't tell you the best moments. Apparently, she's like related to Palpatine or some shit like that. I mean, it's just goofy. It's just goofy. Let's see what else. The Disney Plus shows. The Mandalorian season 1 was a success. It was a hit. I loved it. Season 2 Some people argue it's not that good, but it was just a bunch of member berries. Fine, perfectly, but I enjoyed it. Season 3 was a colossal failure, okay? The Book of Boba Fett was failure, okay? Terrible, okay? Absolute trash, buns, cheats, whatever you can call it, all right? Do we even need to talk about the Acolyte? You had an opportunity to turn somebody like me, a person who was, I never watched the Clone Wars, right? I never watched the Clone Wars, and I didn't grow up reading Star Wars books. I knew the movies. I wasn't a huge Star Wars guy. I'm more of a fan of the video games. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, to me, is the greatest piece of Star Wars art ever made. Just you know what? Part of the reason why I'm having audio issues is my fucking mic is pointed down. Okay. Yeah. The fucking mic was pointed down. All right, anyway, but yeah, though, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic is the best Star Wars art, in my opinion. Everything that Kathleen Kennedy did was deplorable at best. Okay? At best, no, that's a lie. I don't want to grift. That's a lie. Because of the Mandalorian. Everything Kathleen Kennedy did, though, tanked the franchise for what it was. I mean, like, you take something like Grogu, right? Baby Yoda. Everybody knows who Baby Yoda is. They couldn't even capitalize on that. We got a Mandalorian movie coming out, but is there anybody excited for that? Nobody. Absolutely nobody. So who's going to replace her? Who's going to replace her? Let's find out. First of all, let's see what these comments are saying. I know people rejoicing. Look at this. Look at this. Should have been sooner. She's caused so much damage to the Star Wars and Indiana Jones. Look at Elon. Elon, get your ass off of Twitter, man. It's probably for the best Star Wars content has been amazing recent. Is this person trolling? Let me reread that. It's probably for the best Star Wars content has been amazing recently. Top-notch shows like The Acolyte and Obi-Wan Kenobi, but the hate she gets is too much. Unfair if you ask me. She's done a great job keeping Star Wars alive. Now, Kathleen Kennedy. I know. Did we just find your burner account? Has to be her burner. I know this nigga getting cooked. Almost had me. You should have at least said Ahsoka and Andor. Yeah. If Acolyte is top notch, then what's the worst show you ever watched? Yeah. Yeah, he's that person's getting cooked. Too late. Too late. It's too late. Thanks, KK. You gave us Clone Wars Season 7, Mando, Boba Fett, Andor, and Rogue One. Shame the sequels fell flat on their face. Terrible. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. You had one of the greatest, most profitable intellectual properties on your hands. And what did you do with it? Put a bunch of self-inserts in there and ruined it for everybody. Absolutely ruined it for everybody. So who's going to replace her? Dave Filoni? If you listen to people like Ryan Kennel, I call him Ryan Cannell. God, this image. This is, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. It's so, that looks a little bit better. It's so foggy. But then this is dark. Whatever, it is what it is. But so Dave Filoni, Dave Filoni, according to some, is just as big of a contributor to Star Wars as Kathleen Kennedy is, and he made a lot of creative decisions that led to this franchise being as dismantled. You got to understand, these people think that they are above us. They think that they know better, and they think that they know what's best for you. despite anything. I would say, I would venture to say that I'm not going to go down that route. I think that this is great. I think that Star Wars will be in a better position after this. Now, that could be me coping, seething, but I'm going to be a little bit more optimistic. I think there is something to the idea that people says that Kathleen Kennedy knows where the bodies are buried. And I think there was a lot in the way of actually firing her. But make no mistake, Kathleen Kennedy will be known, her legacy will be known as the person who destroyed the Star Wars franchise. I'm just saying. You will forever be known as that. That's tough. That's tough. What's tough is my lighting. Like, and not in a good way. Like, you can't even see ISOM here. It's just a distraction at this point. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to put that here. Because you can't see it. And it's a distraction at this point. Until I can get the lighting correct. In the meantime, let's go on to the next topic. Kathleen Kennedy is up out of here, man. And it's a good day. It's a good day. We'll have to wait and see what comes next, but it's a good day. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Shouts out to everybody who's here. I know this was kind of like an impromptu stream. I'm not going to keep y'all here all night, but let's see what else we got. It's only a couple of stories that I wanted to talk about because, you know, it's an impromptu stream. Okay, let's get back to it. Let me see what y'all talking about in this chat. Drink Juice says Death Star crashed into Kef Beer. Nothing more to do. Fair enough. Person says, why the fuck you lying? No, really. Bill Preston says Kathleen don't give a crap. At her level, there are only successes. I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that at all. It's just, you know, what are we to do? We got to celebrate the wins where we can get them. Okay. All right. Let's talk about playground games. Let's talk about playground games. Okay. How many of you guys are excited about Fable? Are you excited about Fable? Well, I hope not. I hope not, because, well, nigga, it just got delayed, and by a significant amount. Well, we don't know that because we don't know what the original release date was. What we do know is what was slated as coming out in 2025 is now coming out in 2026. Here's what they had to say. Okay, let me zoom in a little bit. Make sure you guys can see that. All right. They go, we know how excited you are for Fable. That's cap. Okay, that's cap. And in order to make the best game possible for our players, we're going to take a little more time and launch in 2026. Hear more from gamer boss Craig Duncan, head of Xbox Game Studios, including a look at how Fable is coming along. So let's click on this, see what they have for us. Any moment now, you'll play.
Well, there's one.
It's a little bit loud. It's a little bit loud, but whatever. Let's just go with it.
Another highly anticipated game
Yes.
that people would be very excited about that we haven't talked about yet, and that's Fable.
Yes.
So where are we at with Fable?
So I just want to start with really excited about progress.
Let me know if you guys can't hear it.
Really excited where Playground are. we previously announced the date for Fable as 2025. We are actually going to give Fable more time, and it's going to ship in 2026 now. And while I know that's not maybe the news people want to hear, what I want to assure people of is that it's definitely worth the wait. And I have unequivocal confidence in the Playground team. If you think about their history and legacy for Forza Horizon, last 2 games critically acclaimed, 92 Metacritic, award-winning, beautiful, played great, and just what they're bringing to Fable as a franchise. Just think of the visuals of what you expect of Playground games.
I mean, they won awards making racing games, and you're making an RPG. So, I mean, I'm not trying to shit on your awards. I'm just saying, I don't think that really translates, but let's keep going.
Plus, amazing gameplay, British humor, Playground's version of Albion, so inspired by what's gone before with the franchise, but, their take in quite frankly, the most beautifully realized version of Albion you've ever seen. So really excited about the plans and really excited about the future. And I want the community to understand that, we do these things for the best of the games and the teams. And ultimately that results in the best games or the best game for the community.
And there you go. There you have it. That's what he had to say about the game being delayed. Now, ultimately, am I upset by this? As somebody, listen, I didn't grow up playing Fable, so I can't sit here and tell you that I was highly anticipating Fable. I was an Xbox fan. So for me, I was excited about any possibility that Xbox was going to step their game up. So if that meant a new Fable game, I'm game. I didn't grow up playing Perfect Dark Zero either. I did play the game. Back in the day. But it wasn't something that I was playing all the time. But I was excited to see they was working on Perfect Dark Zero. And that's fine. I do think you're allowed this delay because we have so many games coming out anyway. Especially when we talk about what they doing over in the East. Let me be real about it. Let me tell y'all something about these Western devs. I don't think the excitement is there for Western games anymore as they were in the past. I'm sorry. It is what it is. People are excited about what the East is doing. They're excited about what the East is doing. Let me show y'all some gameplay from apparently what is the alpha build. Hold on. Let me make sure y'all can see this. I don't want no struggle streaming. Okay, there we go. So we're gonna show y'all some gameplay in the alpha build. So let me run it back, and let me make sure that it's on the best quality it can. Okay, 1080p. Okay, let's go. I am definitely calling PETA. On that one. Because I don't stand for the abuse of chickens. Okay, so one, if you take it as it is, based on what I say, it didn't look bad. But I have concerns. My number one concern, this chick, is she the main character? Now you guys can tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. wasn't Fable a game where you created your own character? Let me know if I'm wrong. I could be wrong. Fair enough. Let me secondly, that looked more like an action game. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm good with a little RPG with some action elements. I'm good with that, right? But that, I don't know. We'll just have to see. We know it has the humor. I don't want to play as this character, even though I'll say this, right? Let me come back a little bit. They did improve her appearance. I mean, judge me not. Judge me not. Does she not look slightly better than what she looked like when she was first revealed? I'm just saying. To me, she looks a little bit better. I still don't want to play as her, though. I don't want to play as her. I want to play as me. Jesse the Dank says, yeah, but there wasn't a lot of customization. There wasn't a lot of customization, nigga. Okay? He says just gender select, really. Okay, fair enough. So maybe there's still the ability to choose the male gender. I don't know. And they're just showing the female gender. The werewolf does look good. Bill S. Preston says, Fable is a great series and delayed is better than crap, but graphics is not story. Fair enough. Fair enough. And this is pre-alpha footage. So this may not be what the final look of it is. Do you think it's possible that the delay has anything to do with Avowed? Like, we don't even know how much they're delaying it, right? Are they delaying it a year? When was it going to release? In my personal opinion, what I believe is that if it was going to release this year, it was going to be fall. Because that's normally when Playground Games release their games, right? I mean, granted, it's the Forza franchise, but that's when they normally release their games, in the fall. And then Fable just looks like a fall game, right? It just looks like a fall game. So, I don't know. I'll tell them this. Nothing bad can come from a delay these days. Nothing bad. Unless your game has been highly anticipated for like 10 years and people have been begging for this game to come out, a delay can't do nothing but help you at this point. So delay away. That's how I feel about it. Delay away. Delay it. Don't worry about it. Don't think about anything else. Just delay the game. And so I really don't have anything negative to say about Microsoft. Somebody said Microsoft is cooked. I don't disagree with you. But I don't look at this as a bad thing. What I will say is, for the overall Xbox brand, I'm so glad I got up out of there. Picture me still being an Xbox guy. Oh, Xbox, we're going to make a comeback and we're going to be #1 again like in the 360 days. And this is what I got. What have I gotten? As an Xbox customer, ask yourself, what have you gotten, nigga? Redfall. And that shit failed. Griff. Redfall failed, nigga. That shit failed tremendously. The sequel should be called Red Failed. That was bad. I'm sorry, that was bad. What else did you get? You got Starfield. I won't call Starfield a failure. They had nearly 500,000 players on Steam at launch. I won't call that a failure. Maybe it wasn't that great of a game, but I won't call Starfield a failure. I won't griff that hard. What else we had? I mean, you can't even think of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. I heard that was a good game. I haven't played it. I can't grift and say I'm an Indiana Jones kind of guy. But you do have Doom. The Dark Age is coming. So there's that. I look forward to that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm looking forward to that. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Anyway, we can move on. We can move on. All right. Like I said, I ain't gonna keep y'all here long. I ain't gonna keep y'all here long. I did see this though. I did see this. Oh man, this is not gonna be good. How many Dr. Disrespect fans we got out there? I know when the whole drama happened, there was a lot of opinions going around. And Dr. Disrespect, I don't know if you heard, but he's been remonetized on YouTube. The nigga got uncanceled. All right, so let's get into this. Watch this.
I think Nick Merck's the biggest fucking pussy in the world. Lupo, obviously, he's a big ass, he's a fake. Let's go ahead and say it. Never didn't talk about it before, but I'm in the mood now to talk about it. I think these fucking people are the phoniest people in the industry, man. You know what I mean, champs? I won't talk about it anymore, but I just had to say that. I did, and I know you guys know, but God, I had to say it. Biggest fucking phonies. I can call out all these people. I don't want to, though, man. You know what I mean, champs? These people have met, like those two people met Mrs. Assassin and Baby Assassin, Little Assassin, right? They met him multiple times. So for Nick to go on some fucking low budget podcast and talk about us the way he did, like who does that? Like pause the music. Who does that? Fucking phony pussy. And then Lupo screaming at the top of his lungs. He's got 400 viewers now. No one gives a, like he's always copied us, transitions, intros, all that stuff. He's always has. Like I just gotta go and I'm just gonna release some stuff off my mind. Disrespecting me, disrespecting Mrs. Assassin, Little Assassin. Come on, man. That's how you get knocked the fuck out. This guy thinks he's this Nick Merckx dude. I don't even know what happened to him. I don't know if he's still around. He thinks he's like tough guy putting his oh, who can I knock out in a fight list together. Like who does, first off, who does that shit, man? Second off, this guy wouldn't even fucking come close. No way. Anyways, I just don't know who like the type of mentality to go on and talk about someone like that. Like you just gotta be you're lost. You don't.
Damn, what did Nick Merckx say about him? Chat. What did Nick Merckx say about his family? I remember Nick Merckx was saying that he couldn't rock with Dr. Disrespect anymore because he was diddling kids. Now, hold on, wait. Let me bring that back. I didn't say that. That's not what I said. You said that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Allegedly. I didn't say it. That was Chat. Chat said that. I didn't say that. He was accused of diddling kids, but what actually happened was he had a little oopsie conversation with a 17-year-old girl. Now, some people would consider that diddling children. Me personally, I would say that's at worst inappropriate because that's a nuanced conversation that, quite frankly, we ain't finna get into. The point is, I would say it was inappropriate. I wouldn't go far as to call Dr. Disrespect a diddler. That's just my personal opinion. I know Kata has a different opinion. I think there's a huge difference between having an inappropriate conversation with a 17-year-old girl versus literally having sexting conversations with a 13-year-old girl. That's just my personal opinion. And if I mean, you can't call me a diddler. You don't, like, if you're gonna call me a diddler, you're gonna have to show proof. I know people on the internet like to do that. They like to do things where, oh, if you defend what they perceive to be a diddler, then they'll call you a diddler. Okay. Well, if you call me a diddler, you're gonna have to show proof. You're gonna have to bring up a conversation between me and a child. And if you can't bring it up and you accuse me of being a diddler, I reserve all right to slap shit out of you. Okay. Whatever happens after that happens. But if you're gonna call me a diddler, you better have proof. But damn, what did Nick Merckx say about this man's family? I missed that part. If somebody got the link, send it to me on Twitter.
Don't do that. Time out. No. Especially when you don't know shit. No one does. Fucking rat's what he is. Lupo, fake, phony rat. There's a lot of people that I don't care about. I don't care about. The issue that I have with those two is that they met Mrs. Assassin multiple times. They met Baby Assassin. They met my family. Right? They know what I'm about, you know? You know what I mean, champs? They got sucked in by an over-exaggerated fucking narrative that was blown up by all these little anime, desperate for attention, zero life experience people on the internet, these trolls, and it was blown out, exaggerated. And then you got people going, but you admitted it. What the fuck do we admit? Some jokes and bantering? That's what we said. Wake up. We didn't admit nothing. Now, you're convinced, and they're all convinced by the narrative that was put out by, guess who? Rolling Stones, Washington Post, right? Little fucking depressed, deep-eyed slasher. All these people, right? These people we can't relate to. And it's unfortunate. But the real truth, after that, it was revealed. Look at these fucking fake phonies, man. I mean, you're literally, Nick's going on a podcast talking about us, champs. I don't even fucking... Look, there's a difference between having to, as a person in the industry, just speak up on it. And, for example, Tim and Z Laner, they're good people. They're good people. They responded in a way where it's hey, from what we've heard, okay, again, give me a call, shoot me a DM, whatever. Let's talk about it. Explain it in a couple minutes. Boom, that's it. But they never did that. So for those that are asking, you should play with Z or Timmy, the only way is they'd have to apologize. Not publicly. I don't care about it. They just come up and say, hey, made a mistake. Boom, let's get back into it.
Okay, so... here's the thing, though. So here's what he was accused of put others in a precarious position, okay? You were accused of having a conversation, an inappropriate conversation with a 17-year-old girl. Now, while I don't think that you are a predator, the simple fact of the matter is the rest of the world looked at that kind of way. Now, let's run it. Let's put myself in his shoes. Let's say, for instance, somehow Hypnotic gets Me Too'd, right? Hypnotic gets Me Too'd, or worse, he gets accused of diddling. And then everybody in my chat is like, Atreus, what do you think about Hypnotic being a diddler? You know what my response would be? That's that nigga. What you want me to say? Are you still going to hang with him? I don't know. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? Whatever problem I'm having with another content creator will be, it's in my space that I consider myself to be friends with, would be handled behind closed doors. If he was accused of diddling kids, I would probably tell Hypnotic or anybody else in our friend group, nigga, you're nasty. Nigga, you're weird. Nigga, you're whatever. But based on the simple fact that we were friends, I'm not finna come out and be like, hey, yo, that nigga Hypnotic's a bitch. That nigga's trash. That nigga's a weirdo, bro. He out here diddling kids. Nah. But it also depends on the context, right? If they caught Hypnotic in 4K, like they caught R. Kelly in 4K, well, that was more like 120p. Diddling a child, oh, nah, bro. Oh, no. No. Hey, yo, what you think about Hypnotic? So that nigga's a diddler. It is what it is. Or Kata. Or Leon. Or whoever. But if it's a situation as vague as this, somebody come, hey, you know your boy Leon was messaging a 17-year-old girl, okay. Like, what you want me to do? Well, you got to say something. No, I don't. I don't have to say shit. I don't know the details. I don't know what happened. I might say something to him behind closed doors. Hey, yo, Leon, bro. Hey, bro, you're making everybody look bad. You can't be out here diddling 17-year-old girls. I ain't finna come out here. So I agree with him on that. But still, though, but everybody don't move like I move. And so when you got a large audience and they asking you questions about something, I can see how a nigga might fold under the pressure. But like, hey, like I said before, we're not going to sit here and pretend like this nigga belong in a prison with R. Kelly or Jeffrey Epstein. Yeah, this ain't the same. This ain't the same. So I'll leave that right there. And we'll get into our final story. Chat, y'all quiet tonight. Y'all quiet tonight. Don't worry. I'm about to let y'all up out of here. We got one more story. We got one more story that I want to get into. One more, one more, one more. One more. One more story to get into as the quality of the image gets better. Because like I said, we're not on the webcam anymore. We're on the DSLR. And with the DSLR, there are a lot more settings and a lot more things that you got to adjust. More lighting and stuff like that. I got to figure it out. And by the way, if you're a photographer or a videographer or a cinematographer or whatever the hell out there and you want to shoot a nigga some tips, please, for the love of God, do not hesitate. In the meantime, the Wonder Woman game has been canceled, ladies and gentlemen. But not only that, not only has the Wonder Woman game been canceled, Warner Brothers is shutting down Monolith Productions, Player First Games, and WB San Diego. Guys, Monolith Games or Monolith Productions, it's the same studio that brought us Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War. But I tell you what, oh, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. I can't sit here and grift and pretend like I was looking forward to the next Wonder Woman game. But goddamn it, I mean, look at this reaction from Ryan McCaffrey. He says, if anyone at the airport just heard me yell, "Damn it, no," out loud in the terminal, this is why. If I'm another publisher, Microsoft, Sony, 2K, whoever, I try to grab up as many of these folks as I could and set them up in their own new studio before they scatter to the wind. It's coming from Shinobi. Warner Brothers is shutting down Monolith Productions, canceling Wonder Woman, according to Bloomberg. The studio just celebrated its 30th anniversary last year and created classic titles like Fear, Condemned, and The Middle-earth Shadow of War. This is from Jason Schreier. Is Jason Schreier back on Twitter? Nope. Nigga still protected. Nigga is still protected. WB confirms they recognize Monolith's story history. This is a strategic change to focus on their key IPs like DC, Harry Potter, Mortal Kombat, and Game of Thrones. Can they no longer make, Lord of the Rings games? I thought they had the rights. Let's look at this. We have had to make some very difficult decisions to structure our development studios and investments around building the best games possible with our key franchises, Harry Potter, Mortal Kombat, DC, and Game of Thrones. After careful consideration, we are closing 3 of our development studios, Monolith Productions, Player First Games, and Warner Brothers Games San Diego. This is a strategic change in direction and not a reflection of these teams or the talent that consists with them. The development of Monolith's Wonder Woman video game will not move forward. Our hope was to give players and fans the highest quality experience possible for the iconic character, and unfortunately, this is no longer possible within our strategic priorities. This is another tough decision as we recognize Monolith Story's history of delivering epic fan experiences through amazing games. We greatly admire the passion of these 3 teams and thank every employee for their contributions. As difficult as today is, we remain focused on and excited about getting back to producing high-quality games for our passionate fans and developed by our world-class studios and getting our games business back to profitability and growth in 2025 and beyond. Need I remind you, this is the very company that patented the Nemesis system and never used it again. That's right. They patented the revolutionary and innovative Nemesis system from Shadow of War and Shadow of Mordor and never used it again. What did Ultron say in Age of Ultron? He said, I can't physically throw up in my mouth, but if man, I can't even grift on this. I can't even grift. I can't grift. I can't say this is wokeness. Well, maybe it is. Maybe it is. Because I need to remind everybody that our gripe against wokeness is the idea that the video game industry has prioritized checking boxes over hiring the most qualified people. And because of it, we're not getting the best quality of games that we possibly can. Now, that's not to say that games didn't fail before all of this, but generally we're able to draw parallels between certain things, certain people, certain ideas and stuff like this. In this particular case, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League was a colossal failure of epic proportions. It wasn't just Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, though, because remember Gotham Knights. Gotham Knights, as far as I can remember, was not woke. Not even in the slightest. But it was a failure. That was poor decision making. That was, we wanted to make a looter game. We wanted to make a live service game, realized that it wasn't going to work, and then dialed it back. That's what happened with that. And then you followed that up with Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, and yeah. I don't know what the hell Warner Brothers is doing. They want to focus on Harry Potter, Mortal Kombat, DC, and Game of Thrones. Let's see. We know we got Hogwarts Legacy coming back. I just want to let you know, all you have to do is give us Hogwarts Legacy online. Me personally, I'm going to tell you what I would be doing. And I know this wouldn't be the most popular decision. Instead of working on a Hogwarts Legacy 2, I would be working on an expansion for Hogwarts Legacy that comes with Hogwarts Legacy Online. That is a literal money printer sitting in your building right now. I've said it a great many times. Just make Hogwarts Legacy Online. Mortal Kombat, I think y'all going to have to do something a little bit different. I don't want to speak on it because I know people love their fighting games. I love fighting games too. I just don't see Mortal Kombat as... I would do something different. You can still make the fighting games. But like I said, give me a single... Like, Ninja Gaiden is back. Give me a single player Sub-Zero and Scorpion game. I don't know. DC? I don't know what the fuck. I mean, again, Batman. That's it. That's it. Or you could try to do Marvel's Avengers, but better. I don't know. Doubt it will work. And then Game of Thrones. Well, I don't know what you're going to do with Game of Thrones. I really don't know. I don't know what that game would look like. Don't they have like a mobile game coming out for Game of Thrones? Fuck, want to play that? I don't know. It seems like nobody at Warner Brothers knows what they're doing. So, I don't know. But, you know, the East is here. And that's where new franchises are born every single day from AA studios. AAA is dead at this point. Warner Brothers, Microsoft. What the fuck is PlayStation doing? Nobody fucking knows. Nobody knows. EA, the fuck are they doing? Apex is falling apart. CD Projekt Red is coming out with The Witcher 4. We hope that'll be good. We'll see, man. But these unheralded studios are bringing bangers, and it's holding us over. We just got Kingdom Come Deliverance, and then what the AA studios don't bring us, we're getting from the East. So I'm not really concerned. I'm not really concerned. So, you know, shout out to Warner Brothers. Hope y'all get it together. Don't really give a fuck if y'all don't, because there will always be games to play. With that being said, guys, that will conclude the show for tonight. Okay. Normally we would go 2 hours, but I just wanted to get those little tidbits out of the way. And plus, I want to be able to improve the lighting and the image here, and we're just not there yet. But we will continue working on it. I hope that you guys enjoy the new format. Hopefully, at some point, we'll get guests and all that. I actually got a chair sitting right here for a guest. I'll probably take the other mic, mount it right here, and then when the other camera gets here, we'll probably have the R8 facing that way. But I kind of want to get something right there because I don't want, like, there's like a door right here. I got to move this table and stuff like that. We are trying to move up. I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to provide you guys better content right now. Trying to improve the audio. Hopefully the lavalier mic doesn't sound uh-oh. Sorry about that. Hopefully the lavalier mic sounds better than it did last time. Last time we had a show. So Person wants to know when's the next Avowed stream. Thinking to do that tomorrow night. And we'll probably go longer. I apologize. I just been working on the studio and it's consumed so much of my time. But in the meantime, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Thank you for stopping by. Make sure y'all hit the like button on the way out. Look for more content, look for new Blackstreet, and look for me to find more and more ways to improve the channel. I'm always open to feedback. Just let me know. Outside of that, we're gonna go ahead and get on up out of here. I appreciate you guys once again. I'll talk to y'all later. As always, may the grift be with you. Ooh, I'm pulling up this image again, and Jesus Christ, it looks cloudy. It's like I'm sitting in a cloud, like I'm in here vaping. It's nasty work. Nasty work. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Be safe out there.